Okay, I've had a lot of people ask me questions when I posted a video about the 60mm D micro Nikkor, i.e. macro. Nikon calls it micro, tomato, whatever. 2.8 D lens. It's a macro lens, and I kind of think I shook it up. People are like, what? That makes so much sense. I never heard of that before. So I kind of wanted to go over it again to make things really short and simple. Why is this a perfect lens for DX or FX? Let's go with number one. New, it's about 520 bucks. You can find them all day long, used, perfect condition on eBay for about 180, 190, $200. It's the best portrait lens for your DX camera. It is a super awesome short macro for both DX and FX. This is one of two lenses that is the best reproduction value for accuracy. Like if you're shooting something that you need a perfect non-distortive scale on, like you want to copy a painting, you want to reproduce something without any flare, any pin cushioning, any distortion, you just want, great reproduction of something. It's perfect for that, which is really very necessary. A lot of people don't think about it. That's more of a technical aspect. This best thing is that it is an incredibly fucking sharp prime lens. Like I said, it is just, it's finer than a hooker with double vision that mistakes $10 bills for $100 bills. it's a very sharp lens, and it's by far a better choice than a 50mm. I already told you in a prior video what 50mm is great for. It's great for everything. Obviously you gotta have some mad skills to be able to squeeze everything out of it. But this is a better choice if you're limited on budget. And it's like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna buy 50 or 60. I'll buy the 60. Not my opinion, just fucking buy it. Okay? It's the best single prime to pack around because it's got 5 different utilities. If you're going to pack 2 lenses to Europe or a backpack or going to go in the woods, it's like, well, I only pack 2 lenses. This damn well better be one of them. If you're not, you're making a mistake. Like I said, it's cheap. Snag one for $180. Essentially, analogously, it has a built-in lens hood. Obviously, you can see that the front element is way the hell back there. This is extremely useful for shooting in daylight. It eliminates a lot of stray light. You get wonderful color saturation off this shooting in daylight because, that's just because of the superior optics and the fact that, of course, it's a prime lens. It's got a lot fewer elements. You can see the lens back there. Got a lot fewer elements, but you've got a really nice effective out of the camera, out of the lens barrel. Got an extremely effective lens hood that eliminates all but the light that you want, and that really is quite important. And additionally, you got deep color saturation, you got wonderful reproduction. It's just the cat's ass. It's just it's one of those lenses, just own it or fucking else. A new one, like I said, is $5 and a quarter, $5.50, used all day long for $200 or less. Another thing too, very useful, since it's a D lens, do not get the other version. Get the D lens, okay? Get the D, it's better. Is that you can use it on your film camera, since it's not a gelded lens, it's not a castrated lens. You have an aperture ring. That's zoomed all the way in. Your closest setting is just under 8 inches on that. Everybody needs a macro lens. This is not a top choice for a macro lens. Obviously, it would be 100 or 150 millimeters. I've told you before. But this serves so many uses, especially if you got a DX camera, or also if you have a DX and FX camera. Just not having this lens is almost tantamount to a sin. It's just literally that simple. You've got 6 reasons for having this lens. If you got a lens that serves a double purpose, that's just fucking awesome. That's the cat's ass. If you got a lens like this that serves 6 purposes, well, that's just free sex and honey, right? You gonna disagree with me? I mean, it's just free sex and honey, and there's nothing you can say against it. And it's cheap too. It's not like it's a a $2,000 24 to 70 2.8 Nikkor. It's not that fragile. Throw it into automatic or manual. Like I said, you can use it on older film cameras. That's another addition or reason. So you've got 6 reasons to own this lens. 7, technically, since it's so damn cheap and it's so wonderful. So it's the cat's ass as a portrait lens on DX. It's an awesome fucking short macro lens for both DX and FX. It's awesome, perfection, perfect reproduction, technical lens for reproduction of paintings or objects, or a lot of people actually have need of that, where they want no distortion. They just want a genuine reproduction of what is. It's not about composition or lighting. It's about getting a reproduction of whatever the hell there is they're shooting. It's balls sharp. It's just a balls sharp prime lens. It's a far better choice than a 50mm. If you got a choice between the two, fuck the 50mm, okay? Just fuck it. 50mm lens is the redheaded stepchild compared to this Swedish supermodel. You essentially have a built-in lens hood due to the front element being so recessed inside the lens barrel. Keeps out a lot of the stray BS, is really handy for daylight shooting. And is, like I said before, is the best single prime lens to pack around. I think I kind of made my point. I don't think there's any rebuttal to that. It's about saving you money. It's not, I get so fucking sick of all these fucking videos out there that, like B&H Photo or Adorama. It doesn't matter if you're reviewing a cat turd, as long as they're fucking selling it. This thing is awesome, and, you should own one, and we tested it, and our pros agree that, they don't give a shit. It's about all their bottom line. Now, I'm not selling you anything. I'm trying to save you money, because there are so many fucking lenses out there and so much gear. And I've had so many people just say, "Look I can't take this shit. I go to Nikon's webpage and there's 100 fucking lenses there. I don't know what I need. I don't know what's any fucking good. I don't know what's shit." And a lot of camera stores, they'll look at you like you raped their daughter if you try to return something, even in a timely manner. It's like, "Oh, you're returning it now. Well, we got a 15% restocking fee, so bend over while we fuck you for 15% for returning this lens." So I'm trying to save you money. If you like these videos, you can always send me $2 or $5 PayPal. The only thing I'll do with that is I'll buy another lens to review. If someone wants something, I'll buy another lens. Not that I can't afford to buy the lens, but I'm certainly not going out stuffing hookers' garters belts with it or something like that. I have to give a shout out to a chap yesterday that sent me $10 Canadian. You're awesome. Thank you for that. I actually used that to pay for web hosting. But I get so sick of all these YouTube videos out there. There's 2 varieties of crap YouTube videos. They're the assholes that are trying to sell you shit. And I'm not trying to sell anything. Obviously, I'll ask for like a $2 or $5 donation if you like the video. You don't have to pay me anything. You flip me the bird and tell me to go fuck myself. It doesn't matter. I'm not selling anything. You got those which are devious, and then you got the other videos which are shit based upon ignorance. Like, I got my first digital camera last year, and I own these 2 lenses, and I think this lens is really awesome, and it like focuses manual, and I took pictures of Grandma, and she loved the pictures. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. I made these videos because I actually found no videos on YouTube that were somebody, they had one of two problems. They were trying to peddle you shit because they owned a business, or is some asshole with, lenses are expensive. It's Joe Blow's trying to, feed his little rugrat brats and, keep his wife happy. He can't afford to buy a bunch of expensive glass. But working in a few camera stores, if I didn't own it for a long time, I got to use it. And I've got, what have I got now? I've got like 48 Nikkors and some off-brand lenses like Sigmas and Takinas and a few Tamrons, and everything that's been made You know, in the past 20 years, I've used it at some point, or I've typically owned it actually, except for some of the really large bastards, which I've used but not owned, like 800mm. I just don't need that shit. I'm not, you know, professional football or basketball games, shooting the assholes, dribbling their balls down the court. I do not need a 5 or 800mm $30,000 Nikkor. I've got no need for it whatsoever. And not only that, unless you're skilled on how to use a thing, those lenses will ruin your camera, because you do not put the lens on the camera, baby. You do not. You put the camera on the lens, and it is so easy to fuck your shit up. But of course, I've got insurance on my gear, so that's no big deal. I am obviously droning on, but I can apologize for that, because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm just ass-wasted tired. So send me any questions about shit you want to know about, or, you know, what are the best condoms to use, or what's your recommendation on best lubrication. Not just kidding. Questions, just kidding. Questions about lenses or gear, whatever. I've owned it or used it. Yeah, it sounds pretentious and obnoxious, but it's true. If I can tell a decision, if I can translate ancient Greek and ancient Pali, and written 7 books, and was chess champion in high school and college, yes, believe it or not, this tattooed asshole knows 6 languages, and I've written books, and, you know, I may be an ugly fucker, and I may have lost all my hair, but I'm pretty fucking smart, so, not as smart as I'd like to be, but far, far smarter than the average cockroach out there. I'll find you the answer on it, so I'm trying to save you money, so shoot me a question. If you like these videos, you could always send me $2 by PayPal, or you could always send me a message telling me to go fuck myself. Either one is perfectly acceptable, because they're both either funny or give me a smile. I'll smile on one, or I'll laugh at the other one, so both of them are okay, whichever one you want. Catch you